Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels D Maths 4024. This is Mathematics Syllabus D, and today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 2. And we have selected October-November 2022 a 2-1 paper. This paper 2 belongs from the Zone 1 or the Variant 1. In this video, I'm going to represent you the solution of this paper. So let's start today's paper. So on your screen, the Mathematics Syllabus D, Cambridge O Levels, October-November 2022, 2-1 paper is showing up. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours and 30 minutes. You can use calculator in this paper. So here we go. Question number 1 coming up on your screen. He says, Abid works in an office for 5 days each week. Each day he works from 8:15 until 12:40, and then from 13:30 until 1700. Work out the total time Abid works in 1 week. Give your answer in hours and minutes. Okay. So from 12:40 subtract the 8:15, and from 1700 subtract 1330, and then add both the times. That will be the time of 1 day, then multiply it with the 5, you will get the time for 5 days. So the solution is coming up on your screen, and here we go. So from 12:40, I will subtract 8:15. From 40 minutes, if you subtract 15 minutes, you will have 25 minutes. From 12 hours, if you subtract 8 hours, you get 4 hours. So 4 hours and 25 minutes. Then from 1700, I will subtract 1330. So from 00, you cannot subtract 30. So I will borrow from hours. So from here, 1 hour will be here. So when now 1 hour comes in minutes, it will become 60 minutes. And here 16 hours are left. So 16 minus 30, that will be 30. 16 minus 13, that will be 3. Now I will add these both the times. So the total time will be 3 hours, 30 minutes plus 4 hours, 25 minutes. So that will be 7 hours and 55 minutes. So in 1 day, he works 7 hours and 55 minutes. Okay. So I will convert this time. This is 7 hours and 55 minutes. So 55 divided by 60 multiply 5. So 5 multiply 7, that will be 35. When 5 will multiply with the 55, it will become 275 divided by 60. So 275 divided by 60, that is 4 whole 35 by 60. So this is also hours, full hours, 4 hours. This is 35 hours, so it will be 39 hours. And remaining will be 35 by 60, which means 35 minutes. So total 39 hours and 35 minutes they have worked. So the total work they have done is 39 hours and 35 minutes. 39 hours and 35 minutes. So this is question number 1A part. Question number 1B part. Abid earns $14.20 per hour. He is given a pay increase of 5%. Calculate the amount Abid earns per hour after the increase. Okay, the previous value, the old value is $14.20, and there is an increase of 5% in his income. So what will be the new income? That's the question. So 14.20 plus 5% of the 14.20, and when you enter these values in your calculator, you get $14.91 per hour. So his new per hour wage will be 14.91. 14.91 is the right answer, sir. So our answers are right. Okay, now we are going to the question number 1. It's C part. He says, and it's a 3 marks question. Each month, Abid divides his earning between rent, bills, and savings. He uses 20% of his earning for rent. He uses 3/8 of his earnings for bills. The rest of his earnings are savings. Find the ratio rent, ratio bill, ratio savings. Give your answer in the simplest form. It's a 3 marks question. Okay. So suppose that the total earning is X dollars, the rent is 20% of the X. So that will be 0.2x. The bill will be 3/8 of the X. So that will be 0.375x. The saving will be from the income subtract the rent and the bill. So the saving will be X minus rent minus bill. So X minus 0.2x minus 0.375x. So you will have 0.425x. Now the main question is write the ratio of rent ratio, bill ratio, saving. So rent is 0.2x, the bills are 0.375x, and the savings are 0.425x. So I will remove the decimal, so and the x will be cancelled in all of them. So now you're left 2 by 10, 375 by 1000, and 425 by 1000. So multiply all of them with 1000. So you will have 200 ratio 375 ratio 425. Now they can be cancelled with the table of the 25. So 25 8s are 200, 25 15s are 375, and 25 17s are 425. So you will have 8 ratio 15 ratio 17. So 8 ratio 15 ratio 17 is the right answer, sir. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole thing. So this is question number 1 and it's C part. Okay, now we are going to the next part. That is question number 1. It's D part. He says Abid invest $2,500 in a saving account for 4 years. The account pays simple interest at a rate of R% per year. At the end of 4 years, he receives a total of 153.60 in interest. So the value of the interest is $153.60. Calculate the value of the R. You know the I is equals to PRT by 100. So we know that the I is equals to PRT by 100, and we know the I, we know the P value, and here we go. The I is equals to PRT divided by 100, and the I value, the interest value is 153.60, and the P value is 2400. The rate is the question. The time is 4 years divided by 100. So if you make R alone, it will become 153.60 multiply 100 divided by, when you multiply 2400 with the 4, you get 9600. So if you 153.60 multiply 100 divided by 9600, and that will be 1.6%. So the R value is 1.6%. The R value is 1.6%, and that answer is right. Our answer is right. Question number 1, it's E part. He says Abid invests some money in a different savings account. This account pays compound interest at a rate of 1.4% per year. At the end of 5 years, there is 1822.38 in the account. Calculate the amount of money Abid invests in this account. So they are talking about the compound interest, and the rate is 1.4% per year. The time is 5 years. The compounded amount is 1822.38. So what is the principal? Okay, the compounded amount, its formula. The formula for the compounded amount is CA, compounded amount, is equals to the principal, bracket start, 1 plus R, and under the R we have 100, bracket close, raised to power n. Compounded amount is 1822.38 equals to P is the question, bracket 1 plus 1.4, and under the 1.4 I have 100, bracket close, raised to power 5. So this will remain as it is, equals to P. So in your calculator you will write 1 plus 1.4 divided by 100 equals to raised to power 5 equals to, you get 1.07199. So take this and divide it on the other side. So 1822.38 divided by 1.07199. So the principal amount will be $169.99. So when you round it off, it is $1,700. So the principal amount was $1,700. So this is that part. I hope you understand. $1,700 is the right answer, sir. And this is the solution. So, so my dear students, we are done with this question. The table shows the ages and heights of 10 boys. So 10, at age is 10, the height is 138, age is 16, the height is 168. Okay, here we have height and age. This is a graph. Okay, He says, complete the scatter diagram. The first 6 points have been plotted for you. So the first 6 points they have already plotted. And these points you have at 13, you have to plot 158. At 17, you have to plot 175. At 13, you have to plot 150. And at 16, you have to plot 160. So let me show you. You can see these red dots. So these are the red dots, which are the points which were left. So I have plotted them. And then they ask us to do, okay, the second part is draw a line of the best fit. Okay, so I will try to draw a line in such a way that the number of the points which is above the point line and the number of points which are below the line, they should be approximately equals to each other. So this is my line of best fit. And then he says, use the line of the best fit to estimate the height of 14-year-old boy. So we have a boy who is 14 years old. So what you will do, you will draw a line. Okay, so from 14, I will draw a line. I will come here. So where you intersect, I will check what is the value here. This value will be something 157. So the reading will be 157 centimeters. I hope you understand. So let's check. So it will be 4 points plotted correctly. Ruled line of the best fit. Okay. Reading at the age 16. So our reading is 157 centimeter. Okay. Then their question is, Simon is 22 years old. Explain why your line of best fit should not be used to estimate this height. So Simon is 22 years old, and so he is 22 years old, and he says, explain why your line of best fit should not be used to estimate the height. If you look at the line of the best fit, you see at 22, I have the line of the best fit, but here, the actual data points are not here. This is just the line of the best fit, which is coming up to this point. So on 22, we don't actually have data here, which can support our argument because, they're talking about the height of the human body. So on 22 years age, we don't have actual any number. On 20 years, we don't have actual number from the data. Actual number is not there. At 20, let's say 23rd, we have no actual data. So you cannot use this because there is no actual data there. Not enough data given, provided age outside the range. Yes. Okay. So let's check the answer also, what they say. So this is their answer. Okay. Age outside the range of the given data. So that's out of our data. Although the line of best fit is there. Okay, question number 2, B part. The table summarizes the height of 180 girls in the year 7 of a school. Okay. Work out the percentage of the girls who are taller than 145. So taller than 145 is 62 and 24. If you look at here, more than 45 are these. So 62 and 24. So we have to tell the percentage. So add them up. It will be, I think, 86, and the total girls are 180. So 86 divided by 180. So multiply it with the 100. Okay. So the percentage will be 62 plus 24 divided by 180 multiply 100. So it will be 86 divided by 180 multiply 100. So that will be 47.78%. 47.78%, 47.8%. That's the solution. Okay. Then the question is calculate an estimate of the mean height. It's a 3 marks question. So if you want to find out the mean, so first of all, you have to find the mid values here of each class. How you find that? Add 125 and 135, whatever is the sum, divided with the 2. Add 135 and 140, whatever is the sum, divided with the 2. 140 plus 145, whatever is the sum, add with the 2. And 145 plus 150, whatever the sum is, just divided with the 2. 150 plus 160, whatever is the sum, divided with the 2. You get the mid value. Then that will be mid value will be called x. This f is the frequency. So multiply f with the x, you get fx, and then the mean will be the summation fx divided by the summation f. So here is the procedure which I was talking about. The mid values are 130, 137.5, 142.5, 147.5, 155. The frequency of those classes are 8, 31, 55, 62, 24. Now x and f, they will be multiplied with each other. So 130 multiply 8, that is 1040. 137.5 multiply 31, that will be 4262.5. 142.5 multiply 55, that will be 7837.5. And 147.5 multiply 62, that is 9145. And 155 multiply 24, that is 3720. That's fx. So the mean will be the summation fx divided by the summation f. If I will add 1040 plus 4262.5 plus 7837.5 plus 9145 plus 3720, that will be 26005. And divided with the total frequency, if you add these frequencies, it will be 180. So 26005 divided by 180, and that will be 144.47 centimeter. 144.47 centimeter is the mean value. So it will be 144.47, 144.5. That is the round of answer. So I hope you understand. So we are done with the question number 2, and now we are going to the next question. That is question number 3. He says complete the table for x cubed divided by 2 minus 3x plus 2. And here a value is missing. When the x is 3, what is the value of the y? So in your calculator, you will write 3 raised to power 3 divided by 2 minus 3 multiplied 3 plus 2 equals 2. So whatever the answer get, that is the answer. You will get 6.5. So this is how you complete this table. And then, so the number here. So the number here is how much? The number here is how much? It is 6.5. Okay. So this is the number here. So now I'm going to plot this, and here we have B part on the grid. Draw the graph of this from -3 to this grid is already there. You just have to plot these points. So let's start. So here you can see at -3, -2.5, this is the point. And then you have -2, 4. At -2, you will put a dot of 4. At -1, you will have 4.5. That will be the 4.5. And at -1, you have 4.5. At 0, you have 2. At the 0, you will have 2. And at 1, you will have -0.5. And -0.5 is this number here. And then at 2, you have 0. At 2, you have 0, this point. And at 3, you have 6.5, which is positive. 6.5 is here. Here I have taken extra points. For example, I have taken at 0.5. When I did this on the calculator, I got 0.56. So I took more points here. And then I took the point here and here also. Okay. So to make sure that this turn here is very smooth. Okay. Then after plotting these points and joining them with a curve, so you get this shape. You see, I have joined this like this. Okay. Okay, then the question says write down the coordinates of the minimum point of your graph for x is equals to 0, x greater than 0. So x greater than 0 are these values. So here the minimum point will be here somewhere. So it is -1 at, I think, 1.5. I don't know. Let me show you. So my answer will be at 1.4, it is -1. At 1.4, it is -1. Okay. Then the question is use your graph to solve the equation this. Okay. So this is the question they are asking, whenever they ask you to solve it from the graph, so you can see this is the equation of that curve, and whatever is here, you will suppose that this is equals to the y. So the y is equals to 0. So if you draw a line y equals to 0, that line will be this x-axis, and whenever this line cuts the your graph, and that will be the solution. So that cuts here, that cuts here, and that cuts here. So this value is minus 2.8, this value is 0.7, and this value is 2. So it will be minus 2.8, 0.7, and 2. So our solutions are these, okay? So it's a reading at the y equals to 0. So our values are correct. Okay? So that was question number 3. I hope you understand. So we are going to the next question. He says, question number 4 hai. F of x is equals to x square minus 7. G of x is equals to 4 minus 3x, the whole thing divided by 2. Find f of 8. Very simple in that formula. Wherever is the x, just substitute it with the 8. So it is simple, simple, simple. So question number 8, he says f of x is equals to x square minus 7. F of 8 will be 8 square minus 7. So that will be 64 minus 7. That will be 57. So question number 4, A part, 57 is the answer. 57 is the right answer, sir. The B part, question number 4, find g of minus 2. So in this formula, in the place of x, substituted with the minus 2. So it will be 4 minus 3 bracket minus 2 bracket goes, the whole thing divided by 2. So it will be 4 plus 6 divided by 2. That will be 10 by 2, and that will be 5. Our answer is right. Question number 4, it's C part. He wants us to find out the G inverse of x. We know the G formula, G of x, I know. I will find out its inverse function. The procedure is very simple. You see, I will write g of x is equals to y. So when the g will come to this side, so the x will be equals to g inverse of y. So in the place of this g of x, I will put that formula. So that is 4 minus 3x divided by 2 is equals to y. I will make x the subject. So 4 minus 3x is equals to 2y. Minus 3x is equals to 2y minus 4. So x will be equals to 2y minus 4. The whole thing divided by minus 3. When you give this minus to upstairs, you will have x is equals to 4 minus 2y divided by 3. And in the place of x, I will substitute this value. In the place of x, I will substitute this value. So x will be g inverse of y equals to 4 minus 2y divided by 3. So I will change the variable. So g inverse of x will be equal to 4 minus 2x divided by 3. So this is question number 4. It's C part. The whole part is showing up on your screen. Let's check. 4 minus 2x whole thing divided by 3. The 4 minus 2x whole thing divided by 3. Our answers are right. Okay, so now they say it's a 4-mark question. He says f of 2x minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, very simple, straightforward question. F of the f of 2x minus 1 plus 3 is equals to 0. So I write here the formula of f of x, and that will be now in the place of x, I will put 2x minus 1. So you will have 2x minus 1 whole square minus 7 plus 3 equals to 0, because that formula is this. See, x square minus 7. So I will open this, square of the first term minus 2 into first term plus square of the into second term plus square of the second term. And then you have minus 7 plus 3 equals 0. So this will be 4x square minus 4x and minus 3, 1, and minus 7 and plus 3. So that will be minus 3. Okay. So now you have 4x square minus 6x plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. I will done the midterm breaking. And from the first two, I can take 2x common. So here 2x minus 3. From the last two terms, I can take plus 1 common. 2x minus 3 is in the bracket. Now this 2x minus 3 is common. From here, you will have 2x. From here, you have plus 1 in the other bracket. These two brackets are multiplying, and their answer is 0. So 2x minus 3 equals 0. So 2x is equals to 3, and x will be equals to 3 by 2. When I make the second bracket equals 0, that is 2x plus 1 equals 0. So 2x will be equals to minus 1. So the x will be equals to minus 1 by 2. So this is how the question number 4 and its D part is done. Question number 4 and its D part, it is minus 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 and 3 by 2 is the right answer, sir. I hope you understand this. Okay, that was question number 4, and now we are going to the next question. George has 2 bags, each containing black balls and white balls. George says, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 white balls. The white balls are 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And the black balls are 4. Okay. Here, the white balls are how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the black balls are how much? The black balls are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So the total here is 11. And the total here is 9. Okay, that's the very simple number. How many black balls are there, how many white balls are there, how much total balls are there. The George has 2 bags, each containing black balls and white balls. George says that I am more likely to take a black ball from the bag 2 than from the bag 1. Show that George is correct. Okay, so getting a black ball from here will be 4 by 9, and getting the black ball from here will be 5 by 11. So I will convert them into decimals to check that which one is more accurate, which one is more greater value. So that will be possible. Okay, so from bag 1, getting the black ball, that is 4 by 9. So convert that into decimals, that will be 0.44. And from the bag 2, the probability of the black will be 5 by 11, which is 0.45. So getting the black color from the, this number is larger. So the probability of getting the black ball from the bag number 2 is more. So, okay, so this is our answer. So our answer is right. I hope you understand. He said George takes a ball at random from the bag 2, note its color, and replaces it, repeats this 220 times. Okay, so they are working with the black color, this black bag number 2. So getting the, how many times you would expect? So from here, white balls, 1, 2, 3, 4. The white balls are 6 by 11. So out of 220 times, how many white balls are possible? So probability of getting a white ball is 6 by 11. So if that the procedure is done 220 times, how many times white ball will come? That will be 2 by 11 into 220. And that will be 6 into 20, and that will be 120. So getting a white ball, the chances are 120 times. 120 times the white ball will come out. Okay. Now we have a bag contains 7 blue counters, 6 red counters, and 3 green counters. Yasmin takes 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. So complete this tree diagram. So very simple. So I will go from here. Okay. So the blue are 7, the 6 are red, and 3 are green, and the total is, I think, yeah. So at the first counter, it will be, blue will be 7 by 16, red will be 6 by 16, and the green is 3 by 16. If one blue is already out, then the total will decrease by 1. So now the total will be 15. So now the chance of getting a blue will be 6 by 15, getting a red will be 6 by 15, and getting a green will be 3 by 15 because their number has not changed, only the total and the blue has changed. So if the red one comes first, then getting a blue, red, and green will be 7 by 15, 5 by 15, and 3 by 15. You see, this number has decreased by 1. If a green is already out, and then getting blue, red, and green, that will be 7 by 15, 6 by 15, and 2 by 15. So their first question is, they're asking us, find the probability. This is not the first one, sorry. This is the B, its second part. Find the probability that at least one of the counters is red. So at least one of the counters should be red. It can be black, comma, it can be blue, comma, red. It can be red, comma, blue. It can be red, comma, red. It can be red, comma, green. It can be green, comma, red. Okay. So getting a blue, that will be 7 by 16 multiply red will be 6 by 15 plus getting a red first, that will be 6 by 16 multiply 7 by 15 plus so we went sorry, there's something went wrong. We are here. Okay, so I was trying to increase the size so you can see more clearly. So okay, so blue comma red comma blue, red comma red comma green, green comma red. So their individual probabilities will be 7 by 16 multiplied 6 by 15 plus 6 by 16 multiplied 7 by 15 plus 6 by 16 multiplied 5 by 15 plus 6 by 16 multiplied 3 by 15 plus 3 by 16 multiplied 6 by 15. So that will be, the LCM will be 240. So you will have 42 plus 42 plus 30 plus 18 plus 18 in the numerator. So you will have 150 divided by 240. So that will be equals to 5 by 8. So the 5 by 8 is the answer. So let's check if our answer is correct. 5 by 8 is the right answer, sir. And this is the tree diagram, and 5 by 8 is the right answer. So I hope you have understood this. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and the next question on your screen is question number 6. And here we go. So we are on the question number 6. A part, the position vector of the point A is 4, 7. It's a column vector. And the position vector of the point B is 9, 2 in the column vector. Find the column vector of the AB. Remember the formula for the position vectors. AB will be OA plus AB equals to OB. That's the formula for the position vectors for AB. OA plus AB equals to OB. So we can find out very easily the AB, and that will be AB is OA plus AB equals to OB. AB will be equals to OB minus OA. So it will be 9, 2 minus 4, 7. 9 minus 4 will be 5. 2 minus 7 will be minus 5. So the AB will be 5 minus 5. It will be 5 minus 5. So our answer is right. This is the solution. Question number 6A, second part, he says find the magnitude of the AB. And we have the AB column vector, and we can find its magnitude very easily. The formula for the magnitude is x square plus y square and square root on all of them. So you will have the square of the 5 and plus the square of the minus 5. So that will be 25 plus 25 square root. And it will be 50 square root of the 50, and that will be 7.07 unit. So 7.07 is the right answer. This is the solution. Okay, so we are going to next question. Question number 6, A part. It's third part, and it's a 2 marks question. He says A, B, C, D. is a parallelogram, and with the sides AB, BC, CD, and DA. BC is minus 4, 7. Find the coordinates of the point C and the point D. Very simple. You see, if I draw a parallelogram, and that parallelogram will be something like this, according to the name given here. If the A will be here, and then the B will be here, and then we will have the C here, and then the D will be here. So I know the BC and the AB, they will be equal to each other. Their column vector will be exactly same. I know already the AB and the DC, they both will be the same vectors because they are parallel to each other. They are equal in length. So their vectors will also be same. That's the basic concept. From here, very easily, I can find out the coordinates of the C and the D. So here you see A, B, C, D, and the AB is 5 minus 5, BC is minus 4, 1, OB plus BC is equals to OC. That's the position vector for the formula for the position vector for the BC. So the 9, 2, and the BC is minus 4, 1. That will be equals to the OC. OC will be the position vector of the C, which represents the coordinates. Okay, so 9 minus 4, it will be 5, 2 plus 1, that will be 3. So the coordinates of the point C are 5, 3. C will be 5, 3. Our answer is right. This is the solution. By using the BC, we have found the coordinates of the C. Now I know the coordinates of the C. The coordinates of D are unknown. So you see the AD will be equals to the BC, and the AD I know is minus 4, because the BC is minus 4, 1. So the AD will be also minus 4, 1. I will apply the position vector formula on the AD. It will be OA plus AD equals to OD. OA plus AD equals to OD. OA is 4, 7. AD is minus 4, 1. And so that will be equals to OD. So 4 minus 4, that will be 0. 7 plus 1, that will be 8. So the OD will be 0, 8. 0, 8. 0, 8 is the right answer. This is the solution of how you find the coordinates of the D. I hope you understand this. Okay, the B part is, and it is of 4 marks. Oh, 4 marks. He says P is the point R, 4, and Q is the point T, U. So the midpoint of the line PQ is 1, 3. And then he says the gradient of the line PQ is minus 1 by 4. Find the value of the R, T, and U. So here we have been given the midpoint of the PQ. I know the coordinates of the P are this, and the coordinates of the Q are this. Okay, the midpoint formula is x2 plus x1 divided by 2, y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So it will be R plus T by 2, and it will be 4 plus U by 2. So this one is the coordinates of the midpoint are already given. They are 1, 3. So R plus T by 2, that is equals to 1. So R plus T is equals to 2. And 4 plus U by 2, that will be equals to 3. So that 4 plus U will be equals to 6, and U will be equals to 6 minus 4, and the U will be equals to 2. So I got the value of the U's, that is 2. So our answer is right. Then another thing they told us is that the gradient, now I know the value of the U, that is 2. The gradient of the PQ is minus 1 by 4. So, you know, the formula for the gradient of the PQ will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and that is equals to minus 1 by 4. So in this case, it will be, let me show you, if I can show you, yeah. It will be U minus 4 and divided by T minus R, and that will be equals to minus 1 by 4. So we will cross multiply. So you will, I know the U value, that is 2. So 2 minus 4, and that will be minus 2 divided by T minus R equals to minus 1 by 4. So here we will cross multiply. So you will have minus T plus R, and that will be equals to minus 8. So it will be, now I got one equation is here. This is one equation. Let me write here. Okay. So this is my second equation. And I have another equation in T and R, this one. Let me say this is my first equation. R plus T is equals to 2 and minus T plus R, that is equals to minus 8. That's my second equation. So just add these two equations, the T will be gone, it will be eliminated. So R plus T plus minus T plus R equals to 2 plus minus 8. It will be R plus T minus T plus R equals to 2 minus 8. It will be 2R, T and T will be gone and minus cancelled actually. So you will have 2R is equals to minus 6. So R will be equals to minus 6 by 2. So the R will be equals to minus 3. So now I got the value of the R, that is minus 3. So R is equals to minus 3. The answer is right. Now, I will take my first equation, that was R plus T equals to 2. In the place of R, I will put minus 3. So minus 3 plus T is equals to 2. So the T will be equals to 2 plus 3 and T will be equals to 5. So the value of the T will be 5. So our answers are right. And this is the marking scheme. And this is how this is done. So let me show you, let me take you once again. So you can pause the video. This is the first portion from where I got the value of the U and I got an equation in R and T. And from the gradient, I got another equation in R and T. And then I solved them simultaneously and I got the value of the R and I got the value of the T. And this is how this is done. So I hope you have understood this. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is describe. So here we have, this is the next question. So here we have A and B. This is question number 7. And in its A part, he says, describe fully the single transformation that maps the triangle, that maps the shape A onto the shape B. You see the orientation, the size of this figure has not changed. So definitely this is a translation. And this A has been mapped onto shape B. So from here, I will take a coordinate from here. I will take a coordinate from here. I'm sorry, we have to take the same point. Sorry. So I will just, okay. So I will take this point for example, okay. So this is 4 and minus 1, and this is 2 and 4. So from these coordinates, I will subtract this. I will get that. I will get that column vector which represents this. Okay. So here we have that. So 4 minus 1 and minus 2, 4. From image, subtract the object. You will get a column vector. You take a single point, same point from the image, same point from the object. You subtract them like this, which I have shown here. So you get 2 and minus 5. So it's a translation, and the translation matrix is 2 and minus 5. So this is the answer for the question number 7A part. And the translation 2 and minus 5. So our answers are right. Okay, now there, what is the question? He says reflect the shape X in the X-axis. So if the X-axis, you want to reflect this shape, you see this is the X-axis, this is the line of reflection. Okay, so we will reflect this point 1, 2, 3. If this is 3 steps above this, so 1, 2, and 3. So we will put a dot here. And what about this point? This is 4 steps above, so it will go 4 steps below. This point is 4 steps up, so it will go 4 steps down. This step is 3. This point is 3 steps above the x-axis, so it will be 3 steps below the x-axis. Simply join them, and you will get that shape. Okay, so this is how the reflection is done, and I can show you. I have done here. So this is that triangle. I think they asked us to, they are not asked anything, and just this is this triangle. Okay, so I hope you understand how this reflection is done. Its coordinates are 1 minus 3, 2 minus 4, 3 minus 3, and 3 minus 4. So let's check. So our answers are perfect. The marking scheme is telling us. I hope you understand how I have done the reflection in the x-axis. Very simple, straightforward transformation. And then we have 2 marks question. It says enlarge the shape A by a scale factor of 2. Center is 5, 4. The center is 5, 4. So 5, 4 will be here. So this is 5, 4. Then what you do, you join them with the straight line. You draw a line here. you join this center of enlargement with this point, you will draw this line, then you join this point and the center of enlargement and you draw a line. You check how much is the distance of this point from the center of enlargement, you multiply it with the 2, and from here you count and you put a dot here. You check how much is the distance of this point from the center of enlargement, you multiply it with the 2 because the scale factor is 2, and from here you count on the same line, you put a dot here. Then you count how much is this distance, and then you multiply it with the 2 with the help of scale, do that, and multiply it with the 2. Then from here count, and on this line put a dot here, and same process you will do with this point. And let me show you, I have done this, I've shown this also. So this is my center of enlargement. You can see I've drawn the lines here. I've drawn the lines here, and I've drawn this line. So I've checked this point, its distance, then I doubled it, I put a dot here, and then I check this distance, and then I doubled it on the same line, so the point will be here. And I check this distance on the same line, I doubled that distance, so that point will be here. So I checked how much is this distance, then I multiplied with the 2, and on the same line I brought it here on this point, and then I join these dots and I get the enlarged figure. So its coordinates are 1, 2, 1, 4, minus 1, 2, and minus 1, 4, and minus 3, 2. So these are my answers. So let's check. 1, 2, 1, 4, minus 1, 4, minus 3, 2. So our answers are perfect. They are right. And okay, so let's see what is, this is how the enlargement is done. This point is the center of the enlargement, and the scale factor was positive 2. Okay, now we are going to the next question, and he says C part and the D part of this question. Okay, so this was the question number 7, and we are on its D part. He says transformation P is represented by the matrix 0, minus 1, 1, 0. P maps the shape A onto the shape C. Draw and label the shape C. Okay. So very simple. I will write down all the vertices, the coordinates, and transformation matrix multiply object will be equals to the image. So the object will be the coordinates of the figure A, and here we go. The figure A is coordinates are 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 4. So transformation matrix multiply object, that is equals to the image. So it will be 0, minus 1, 1, 0, and 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 4. When you multiply, you take row from here and column from here. First row will multiply with the first column, then the first row will multiply with the second column, and then with the third column, then with the fourth column, then the second row will multiply with the first column, second column, then third column, then fourth column. So their answers will be written here. So you will get minus 3, minus 3, minus 4, minus 4, 1, 3, 3, 2. So the coordinates of the image will be minus 3, 1, minus 3, 3, minus 4, 3, minus 4, 2. So we will draw that shape on, and we will name it as C. So when you plotted these points, these points are here. So when you will plot these points and join them, you will get this figure. This is the C figure. Then he says the next D second part is describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto the C. So if you look at this carefully, and this shape was like this, and now this shape is like this. It was like this, and now it's like this. So it has rotated, it's purely rotation. And how much rotation? It has rotated 90-degree anti-clockwise. And what is the center of the rotation? The procedure of finding the center of the rotation is you join the same points and you draw the, for example, this point and this point is same. So you draw their perpendicular bisector, and for example, so where the perpendicular bisectors, for example, you can join this point and this point, they are the same, and you can draw their perpendicular bisector. Their perpendicular bisector will be here. So where these perpendicular bisectors intersect, that is the center of rotation. So this is a rotation of 90-degree anti-clockwise about the origin. So let me show you. This is 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation through the origin, and it's a 3 marks question, you see. So it's a 90-degree rotation of the anti-clockwise about 0, and then they ask us find the matrix representing the transformation that maps the shape C onto the shape A. Okay, the shape C onto the shape A. Shape C, we know the matrix which maps the triangle A onto the C. They are asking us to find out the matrix which will transform C back to A. So that will be simply the inverse of that matrix which mapped the A onto C, and that matrix is this one. Okay, this matrix mapped the A onto C. So now we are looking for that matrix which will map C onto A. So that will be the inverse of this matrix. So for finding the inverse of this matrix, you need to do two things. It is 0 minus 1 1 0. So it is so I will first of all find the determinant, and that will be 0 into 0 minus 1 into 1, that will be 1. Then I will find the adjoint. When you find the adjoint, you change the position of these two with each other, and you change the signs of these two. Okay, so these two, their signs are changed. So that's the adjoint, and the inverse is 1 by determinant of P into the adjoint of the P. And so you will have 1 by 1 into 0 1 minus 1 0. That will be 0 1 minus 1 0. 0 1 minus 1 0 is the answer. 0 1 minus 1 0 is the right answer. And I hope you understand this. And okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question on your screen is question number 8. He says Lara and Marco each cycle 50 kilometer on a cycle trail. Lara cycles at an average speed of x kilometer per hour. Marco cycles at an average speed of x minus 3 kilometer per hour. Write down an expression for the time in hours Lara takes to complete the trail. So Lara will take how much time? That is distance divided by the speed, and that will be, let me call it T1. And the T1 will be, I think, 50 divided by x. That is the time for the Lara. And let's check T1, that is 50 divided by x. Is a famous question on distance and speed. Okay, then Marco takes 15 minutes longer than Lara to complete the trail. So the time for the Marco will be T2, and that will be distance divided by the speed. And the distance is 50 kilometers. The speed of the Marco is x minus 3. So the T2 will be equals to 50 divided by x minus 3. And he says the difference, the Marco takes 15 minutes longer than Lara to complete the trail. Hence, form an equation and show that simplifies to x squared minus 3x minus 600. It's a 4-mark question, so very simple. And the T2, that Marco time minus the T1, and that will be equals to 15 minutes. But there is a problem. The T1 and the T2, they both are in hours. So this 15 minutes should be converted into hours. So for that, I will divide it with the 60. So it will be done like this. The time for the Marco will be T2, that is 50 by x minus 3, and T2 minus T1 will be equals to 15 divided by 60. And I have told you that why I'm going to divide it with the 60. So you will have the T2 value, that's 50 divided by x minus 3 minus 50 divided by x equals to 1 by 4. 15 ones are, 15 fours are. Okay, so take the LCM here. X and x minus 3 is the LCM. So you will have 50x minus 50 into x minus 3 equals to 1 by 4. So this will be 50x minus 50x plus 150. And under in the denominator, you will have x squared minus 3x equals to 1 by 4. So this 50x and 50x, they will be cancelled. So you will have cross multiply 150 into 4, that is equals to x squared minus 3x. So take this to the other side, x squared minus 3x minus 600. So x squared minus 3x minus 600 is equal to 0. This was the equation which they asked us to make. It's a 4 marks part. Okay, in the C part, he says solve the equation x squared minus 3x minus 600 equals 0. Show your working and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. 3 marks question. So I'm going to apply the quadratic formula. This is a quadratic equation. X squared minus 3x minus 600 equals to 0. A is equals to 1. B is equals to minus 3. C is equals to minus 600. So I will apply the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus a square root. And under the radical, we have b squared minus 4ac. and then we have by sign. Then under in the denominator you have 2a. Just substitute these values, so you will have minus, and in the bracket you will have minus 3 plus minus square root of minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 600. And in the denominator you will have 2 into 1, so this will be 3 plus minus and radical sign. So this will be 9 plus 2400 divided by 2. So it will be 3 plus minus 2409. So when you take the, now there are two possibilities. One is x plus under root 2409 and the whole thing divided by 2. And the other thing is 3 minus under root 2409 and the whole thing divided by 2. So when you enter this in your calculator, how you will enter this? You will write 3 plus square root of 2409 equals 2 divided by 2 equals 2. And for the other one, you will write in your calculator, you will write 3 minus square root 2409 equals 2 divided by 2 equals 2. And you will get 26.04. You will get minus 23.04. Okay, so let's check. So this is what they are telling us to do. So, okay. So yeah, our answers are right. So this is, let me reduce the size so you can see this. So this is the question number 8. It's C part, and this was the B part, and this was the A part. Okay. So you can pause the video if you want to, and you can have time with this. Then he says, find the time Marco takes to complete the trail. Give your answer in hours and minutes correct to the nearest minute. Okay, Marco takes T2, that is 50, and divided by x minus 3. So the x value will be taken, which was positive, and so that is 26.04. So 50 divided by, in the denominator, we have 26.04 minus 3. So you will have 50 divided by 23.04. That will be 2.17. So this is hours. Okay, so 0.7 multiplied 60, that will give you the minutes. So that gives you 10. So we have 2 hours and 10 minutes. So Marco take 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours and 10 minutes is the right answer, sir. And I hope you have understood this solution. Okay, so this is the solution of the question number 8, part D. Okay, so we are going to the next question. That is question number 9. He says, A part, Kate thinks of a number and she subtracts 8 from the number and multiplies the result by 3. The answer is 11 less than the number she thought. Form an equation in n and solve it to find the Kate's number. So what they are saying, see what this is, I said n, and then she subtracts 8 from it. And once she's whatever is the answer, she multiplies with the 3, and that is equals to n minus 11. So that is the equation according to this wording. Okay, the important thing is you understand this wording. So we have to form an equation, and then we have to solve. It's a 4 marks question. So let me show you. Okay, so here we go. 3 bracket n minus 8 bracket close equals to n minus 11. So that will be 3n minus 24 equals to n minus 11. 3n minus n will be equals to minus 11 plus 24. 2n will be equals to 13, and n will be equals to 13 divided by 2. So n will be equals to 6.5. So the n will be 6.5. So the value of the n will be 6.5. So our answer is right, sir. That was the 4 marks part. And the B part of the question number 9, he says, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. It's a 3 marks question. Here we have x squared minus 4 divided by 2, divide x squared plus 2x divided by 4. Okay, so if the factorization is possible, I will factorize it. Okay, so these are two perfect squares, a negative between them. It's x squared minus 2 squared divided by 2, and I will convert this divide sign into multiply. So this fraction will flip, and you will have 4, and in the denominator you will have take x common. So x bracket x plus 2. This is a square minus b square, that is a plus b, a minus b. So it will be x plus 2 in one bracket, x minus 2 in the other bracket. So this and this will be cancelled. 2 and the 4 will be cancelled. So you will have 2 bracket x minus 2 divided by x. 2 bracket x minus 2 divided by x is the final answer, sir, and that is right. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and the question number 9 is done, and this is the solution of question number 9, B part. Okay, so we are on the question number 10, his A part, and what does he say? He says the diagram shows the positions of the three towers, P, Q, and R. Q is on a bearing of the 52 from P. So this angle is given from P means on the P you have that north. So we have this angle here, and that is how much? This is how much? This is 52 degrees. So this is basically 52 degrees. Okay, so then they say PQ is 11 point, the PQ is 11 and 11.5 kilometer, the QR is 14.6 kilometer, and the PR is 17.2 kilometers. Calculate the bearing of the R from the Q. R from the Q. You see, the R from the Q. So first of all, I need to draw a north here. So here you have to draw a north. Okay, so here we have to draw a north. So their question is for calculate the bearing of the R from Q. So at the Q, you will have to draw the north, and from that Q, if you go clockwise to this QR line, that will be the bearing of the R from the Q. So first of all, I will calculate how much is this angle. Let me call it alpha. Then I can calculate this angle, and let this angle will be the PQR. And then from the 360, if you will subtract alpha and the PQR, and that will give you the bearing of the R and the from the Q. Okay, so this is my strategy for this question. It's a 4-mark question. And you know, this triangle, the three sides are given very easily by using the law of cosine. I can find this angle. So let me show you. Here we go. So I need to find out the alpha. I need to find out this angle. And then I will subtract these two angles from the 360. I will get this angle, which will be the bearing of the R from the Q. The bearing of the R from the Q. Okay, so here we go. The solution is showing up on your screen. I have applied the law of cosine for this angle. So the cos PQR will be equals to 11.5 square plus 14.6 square minus 17.2 square, whole thing divided by 2 into 11.5 into 14.6. So when you enter this, how you will enter this in your calculator? Listen carefully. This is how you will enter this in your calculator. 11.5 square plus 14.6 square minus 17.2 square equals to, then you will say divided 2 divided 11.5 divided 14.6 equals to, you will get 0.1476. Then you will shift cos answer equals to, so you will do the cos inverse of the 0.1476, and that will be 81.51 degree. So this angle is 81.51 degree. Then I will find this alpha. You know, this is not, they are parallel to each other. So this alpha and this 52, they are allied angles. So their sum will be equals to 180. So the alpha plus 52, that will be equals to 180. So the alpha will be equals to 180 minus 52, and that will be 128 degrees. So now I know that this is 81.5, and I know this is 128. If I want to find out this, that will be 360 minus 81.51 and minus 128. So 360 minus alpha minus 81.51, that is 360 minus 128 minus 81.51, and that will be 150.49. 150.49. So the bearing of the R from the Q, the bearing of the R from the Q will be 150.49. So that is something like 150.5. So let me show you the solution again. You can pause the video and you can take, so this is the first portion of the solution, and this is the second portion of the solution. I hope you understand. Okay, so we are going to the next part, that is the B part, and it's a 3 marks question. He says A is a point on horizontal ground. The angle of elevation of the top of a vertical mast from A is 68 degrees. Correct to the nearest degree. The distance of the base of the mast from A is 45 meter and correct to the nearest meter. Calculate the lower bound of the height of the mast. Oh my God. Okay, so it's a tricky question. You see, the diagram is this. Here we have the mast, its height, and so that's question, and its lower bound they want. The distance from the foot of the mast to the point A is 45 meters. The angle here is 68, and that is correct to 1 degree. So divide 1 degree with the 2, you got 0.5. So the upper bound of this angle will be 68.5 degrees. The lower bound of this angle will be 67.5 degrees. The distance of the base is 45 meter, which is correct to 1 meter. So divided with the 2, you get 0.5 meter. So the upper bound of this base will be 45.5 meter. The lower bound of this base will be 44.5 meter. And their question is find the h. The relationship is very simple. Tan theta is equals to perpendicular by base. Simple. So tan theta is equals to the h by the base, but they want the lower bond of the base. So the h will be equals to the base multiply the tan theta. So because I want the h lower value, so that this base value should also be lower, and the tan theta's final answer should also be the lowest. So I have tried here because I was not that sure. So I have tried tan of 68.5, the upper bound of that angle, and I have also taken the tan of the lower bound of that angle, 67.5, and I got these values. So because you want the lower bound there, so we will go with this value. Okay, this is 2.414. So 44.5 tan of 67.5. So you get 44.5 into 2.414. So you get 107.42. 107.42. 107.4 is the right answer, sir. And it's a very, very tricky thing. This question was not a simple thing. It looks simple, but he asked us to find out. You see, this kind of upper bound, lower bound question first time came in the paper, where you have to take the lower bound of the tan theta. So I hope you have understood how we have done this. We are done with the question number 10. Now we are going to the next question. That is question number 11. The diagram shows a regular pentagon ABCDE with the center O. AB is 6 centimeter and the OA is D. Show that the D is 5.10, correct to the 2 decimal places. Okay, so whatever distance is this, same will be the distance 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 this. Okay, so this angle, when you do that, you see, let me show you. Okay, so if I do that, let me try to do that, because with the mouse, when you draw the lines, oh my God. Okay, so it's a little difficult to draw straight lines because it's a regular hexagon. So I can find out this angle very simply. That is 360 divided by 5. So you will get 72 degrees. So this angle will be 72 degrees. This is D, so this will be also how much? D. It's an isotriangle. And I know that this side is 6. I know. They have already told us. So here we go. So theta will be equal to 360.5. That is 72 degrees. And this is D, this is D, this is 6. And that angle is 72. So I will apply the law of cosine. According to law of cosine, the 6 square will be equals to D square plus D square minus 2 into D into cos of 72. So it will be 36 equals to 2D square minus 2D square into cos of 72 is 0.30902. When you multiply it with the 2, you get 0.618. So D square, so 2 minus 0.618, that will be 1.38197 D square. So when this will go on the other side, it will divide. So you will have D square equals to 36 divided by 1.38197. So that will be 26.05. Take square root on both the sides. So the D will be equals to 5.10. This is how you will prove this. And let me show you the whole thing. So that was a question to be proved, and our answer is the same. Okay, so that was a 3 marks question. Then their question is volume of the pyramid is 1/3 into the base area into the height. And The regular pentagon ABCDE forms the base of a pyramid. The vertex F is vertically above the O, okay? And the length of each sloping edge of the pyramid is 14, okay? Calculate the volume of the pyramid, and it's a 5-mark question. So try to understand the strategy. First of all, this OE is equals to the D, this D, okay? That is 5.10. So very simple, it's a right angle triangle. So this is a right angle triangle, okay? So this is E here, and this is F here. To find the volume, I need the vertical height of the pyramid, okay? This is O here. This is 5.10 and this is 14. So I will apply Pythagoras and I will find out FO. That will be the vertical height of the pyramid. Okay, then I need the base, the area of the base of this pyramid, which is a regular pentagon, and that regular pentagon is this. I know this is 72, I know this is 5.10, I know this is 5.10. I will find the area of this triangle, then I will multiply it with the 5. I will get the area of this whole pentagon. I hope you understand the strategy. Then I can find the volume of the pyramid. That's no problem. It's a very, very easy thing. Okay, so on your screen, the solution is showing up. First of all, I have found the base area of that pyramid. That is 5 triangles, and each triangle's area is 1/2 into 5.10 into 5.10 into sine 72. So when you enter this in your calculator, you will write 5 multiply 1 divided by 2 multiply 5.10 multiply 5.10 multiply sine 72 equals to, you will get 61.84 centimeters square. That is the area of the base of the pyramid, which is pentagon. I hope you understand how we found the area of that base. Now, this is that triangle. This OA is 5.10. This is the sloping edge of that pyramid. That is 14. Apply Pythagoras, and you will get the FO, which is the vertical height of the pyramid. So the OF square, OF whole square plus 5.10 square is equals to 14 square. So the OF square will be equals to the 14 square minus 5.10 square. And so whatever the answer you get, you take square root of that thing, and that will be 13.038. That is the vertical height. Now I know the base area of the pyramid. I know the vertical height of the pyramid. I can find the volume of the pyramid. That's very simple. Volume of the pyramid is equals to 1/3 multiply the base area multiply the height of the pyramid. Simple, straightforward. So here we go. Okay. So the volume of the pyramid will be equals to 1/3 into the base area of the pyramid multiply height of the pyramid, the vertical height of the pyramid. So 1/3 into 61.84 multiply 13.038, and that will be 268.7566, which is approximately 269 centimeter cube. 269 centimeter cube, and this is the solution of the question number 11. Our answers are right. Okay. So that is 269 is the right answer, sir, and the paper is finished. So we are done. The question number 11 is completed, and the paper is finished. Okay. So, my dear students, today we have completed this paper. This was October, November 2000. Okay, so this paper was October, November 2022 2-1 paper. And in this single video, we have solved this whole paper. And I have tried my best to write the solution and also describe the solution in a way that you can understand it. If you think that this video is helpful, if you think that this video has helped you to practice this paper, and you think that this video can help your junior students, your class fellows, your teachers, please share the link of this video onto your Facebook, onto your Twitter accounts, and onto your Instagram. This will help me to promote my channel. I think it's a great blessing for me that I can make these videos which can touch the life of so many students of all levels around the globe. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Have a good day. God bless you all.